MSWN.
Yes!
I'm Yasmin.
I am Jess. So I went to a conference last year and met a few people from YSWN, and I met Liz Dobson, who is the co-founder of YSWN. She approached me about maybe setting something up in Malta. I thought it would be a great idea, so I approached Jasmine.
The electronic music scene in Malta is dominated by men. There are very few women DJs and women producers. We decided to start Malta Sound Women Network so that we can improve this situation.
The first thing we started doing is I work at the School of Music in Malta, teach the trumpet. So we approached the head of the school, who is a woman, and she was very, very kind and gave us this space every Saturday afternoon to give workshops, put on concerts, etc. So that's kind of how everything started.
We give workshops every Saturday to two groups. So first we give workshops to 12 to 17-year-old girls and then to 18 plus. And yeah, we've been teaching them how to make a soundscape. For example, we went on a sound walk. We've also gotten some Arduinos and made a theremin.
We made like a keyboard,
yeah. Instruments you can play with your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah,
it's been some good fun.
It's been really good. And we've had, I'd say, about 50 women and girls throughout the course coming in, which is really nice.
We learn about different electronic music, and it can sound interesting yet weird.
It's something that's creative in a non-classical sense. It has sort of, either you like it or you don't, but it's very nice to experiment with.
It was very interesting and a new experience.
And very complicated.
Yes.
And then it was very rewarding to see everything displayed for people to appreciate and sort of work out how it works, and everything was very interesting.
We are grateful for the experience because
it's not something that you can easily get into, especially in Malta. It's not a very big platform, and mostly like DJs maybe, and that's mostly on the male side of the spectrum. So.
Wouldn't be something first thing on people's minds to try.
Especially for young teenage girls.
It's modern classical music. It's really fun.
Can we come back next year?
We don't want to leave.
Yeah!
We've had some network meetings, so we've tried to gather together women who work in the industry. Unfortunately, there aren't that many. So we've had, but for example, we met a really cool filmmaker and journalist. We met a lady who's setting up a studio here. Or even people that aren't particularly working in sound, like we have a pianist, a really good contemporary pianist who works a lot with the piano and live electronics. And she's come along to talk about the live electronics that she uses and stuff like that. So that's been really nice.
It's a very small scene, the women in electronic music, but
it will grow.
Yeah, we're here to make it grow, hopefully.
The first event that we had after we launched the workshops was we, alongside EMM, Electronic Music Malta, we screened a documentary about Susan Charney. It was a premiere in Malta of A Life in Waves, which was really cool.
I had a sound installation in the entrance, and I had radios playing some cover versions I have made of Maltese songs with misogynist lyrics, basically.
Very hard.
And Jess had an amazing performance.
And then I had a performance of a piece I wrote for piano and live electronics with live movement sensors that explores how the pressures of gender when growing up. So for example, the left hand would be the male, and all of the sounds coming from the left speaker would relate to the outside pressures of that. The movement would control the sound, and then the right hand, the female. So that was cool, we did that. And then we had the screening of the documentary. So that was really nice, and it was well attended.
Yeah, it was
the event was really nice.
We told them about the history of sound arts.
And they were really into it, especially it's amazing how the 12 to 17 year olds, like it took them a while, they were really shy, and there's such a nice group now we have, and they're really into it.
They enjoy it so much.
So after the workshops and this introduction to sound art, we had a concert for the girls to kind of see different types of electronic music and sound art and things like that, and we had a guest from Yorkshire, Sophie Cooper. It's really, really nice to have her. So we had 4 acts. We started with the New Victorians.
And then we played,
An improvisation thing. Then we had Reb.
we had Hearts Beating in Time, she's another Maltese electronic musician. She just started and she's about to release her debut album.
And then as the finale act, we had Sophie Cooper come and do a really cool set with the trombone and live electronics with 3 different amps and a load of pedals. And that was really nice. Afterwards we had the girls and women from the workshops come up onto the stage, and Sophie kind of taught them through how she'd use the pedals and what she did, and we got them to like make some loops, and they really enjoyed it. It was really, really nice. Yeah, it was amazing. So for those of you that don't know, the Malta Sound Women Network is an organisation. We try to promote women in music technology. We have workshops at the school every Saturday. The Malta School of Music have been very kind in supporting us in this kind of mission that we have, which is why we're here now. So check us out. We have a Facebook page. We put on events promoting women's music. We try to educate women and girls. We have an amazing project in February in Valletta, where we're going to be making an exhibition at the Action Planet project in February.
Concert, we started some workshops leading to an exhibition for Action Planet. So the exhibition was about the environment, and we had workshops with the teens, which led to them to create their own instruments using Arduino. So thank you, Jess. She taught them how to code, and they built some interesting instruments. We also took them on a sound walk, and we taught them how to record. And with the adults, we focused more on soundscape. So we, same thing, we went on a sound walk, they recorded their own sounds, and then they created a soundscape for the exhibition.
For International Women's Day, we looked a bit at improvisation with the teams. So we got them in on an afternoon, we brought in a few microphones, a load of pedals and some fun equipment, and we had them kind of improvise and create an EP, which we then released on International Women's Day with a track each of us.
Yeah. And we also released the soundscapes that were in Action Planet, so go ahead and listen to them.
Yeah!
So, what will the future bring to MSWN?
Well, the next thing we have is Circuits, which is the EMM, Electronic Music Malta annual conference.